Hello friends, in this video we are going to cover programming problems for list in Python. So let us understand what are different approaches to interchange first and last element of list or to swap any two elements in the list to find smallest element or maximum number from the list. And also you can see like how to remove multiple elements from list, how to remove unwanted numbers from the list. So we will see what all different approaches we can have to solve such type of problems. So let's start with the Jupyter. So first problem is like suppose we have to write a program to interchange first and last element in list. So its first approach can be like find the first, we have to find length of the list and then simply swap the first element with n minus 1th element. So let's see how to write code for this problem. So I'm writing function for a swap list. So first need to identify length of the list. This is to find length of the list, and then we need to swap the elements. So first take first element in temp variable. Now at 0th place we can replace 0th place with n minus 1th, because 0th placed value we have already stored in temp variable. So last element value has been stored in first element. Now last element we have to store temp. Now this function is complete. Now let's create a list. So here we passed a new list. Now see 67 is replaced by 5. So this way. Now we can solve this problem. There is another way. We need not to find size of the list. So how we can do last element we can access through list minus 1. Now length need not to find. Simply replace first element with minus 1th element. So this is not required. One way is we replace using temp variable. Otherwise there's another way, very simple way. Instead of doing this, my list 0 comma my list minus 1, this way. At 0th place we are putting minus 1 last value. At last value we are just replacing with 0th value. So this is another way. So this way it has replaced first with last value. This is approach 2. Now approach 3 is swap elements using tuple variable. Tuple variable is a variable wherein we can store two values. So we can take get as a tuple variable. In that we can store two values, minus 1 last value and then first value. Now we can unpack this get value into the list. Now we have to reverse here. My list 0 first and then last value. And simply assign get. Return my list here. Now we can copy list creation code from here. We can just replace some value so that we can have new list. Say this is the value. So we can see that it has been first element is replaced by last element, right? This way. This is through tuple variable. Now we can swap any two elements in a list. So simple way is first approach we can have like simply swap using comma assignment in list. How to do that? So here in this function we are passing list, then two positions which need to swap. So this way we need to just replace, we need to just swap this. Here position 2, then position 1. Now return list. Now how to swap this? I'm just calling this function here list comma two positions. So we can take two variables for position 1, position 2. So here passing position 1 minus 1, it takes one element less. For example, 1 means we have to replace with this number. So position 1 minus 1, position 2 minus 1. So we can see that position 1 minus 1, that is 1. First place, this one. Third place, this one. 5 with 45 has been replaced. So this is approach 1. Another approach we can we can have by using pop function in list. So how to do this? Now swap two elements in the list using inbuilt list.pop function. So we have to first pop the element at position 1, then store it in a variable. And then again we have to pop the element at position 2 and store it in another variable. Now we can we can do swapping by putting one variable to the other place in position 2 and a second variable into the first place at position 1. So how to write code for this? So I have written function only swap position. Now how to pop both elements? Suppose I have taken first element as a variable. Now list.pop position 1, then similarly next element, second element, position 2 minus 1. Now in we have to just place uh, we have to just exchange now. So list.insert at position 1 we are inserting second element. At position 2 inserting first element. Now return list. Suppose this is the new list, and here I am passing position -1, position 2 -1. So it's replaced, like position 1, 5 need to replace with 20. So this way it's returning a correct value and replaced value. So this is approach 2, which we followed using list.pop. It's another approach is using tuple variable, the same way we did earlier as well. So I am copying this code from here. Using tuple variable, how to do that? In get, we have to get both the values. This way, then unpack these elements. This way. So it's already replaced now, so this code is not required. And then return list. So we can replace with next element, fourth element. So now 5 need to replace with 30, this way. So with tuple variable we have done. Let's take another problem where we have to find smallest number in a list. So first approach we can take, like sort the list and find first number. So this is a simple way. So this is the list. How to sort this? List1 dot sort, and now print the first element. This is the way to find smallest element. Similarly, if you have to find largest element, so you have to just sort it in reverse order and find the largest element. Or maybe you can sort it in normal order, like ascending order, and you can take last element. So next approach can be we can find lambda function, right? Using lambda function we can find minimum number. So this is the way, find minimum from list 1. Key is equal to lambda and value is int value. So 3 is the lowest number. So there is another way, by using reduce function we can find minimum number of list. So how to use reduce function? For reduce we have to write this command from func tools, import reduce. So I've used same list. So this way reduce min comma list 1. So this will find minimum of list. This way 3. We can have another approach using enumerate. How to write enumerate? A comma I is for counter, min A comma I for I comma A. This is to iterate in enumerate list 1. Now print A. So this way we can find number. Maybe suppose we are adding another number, another smaller number. So this is getting 1. Now suppose next problem is to remove multiple elements from a list. So now suppose I have to remove all even numbers from the list. So list 1 I have taken this. Now how to remove even numbers from here? Like we have to iterate list. So this way for elements in list 1, now element if this is divided by 2 and it means this is even number, so even number we have to remove, then list 1 dot remove element, right? So this way it will remove all the elements. Now print. New list. Now what is happening here, this is not giving correct values. Reason is that even numbers are in between. For example, this has removed first even number, right? Now next number, so its index numbers are changing in between because this is removing values, right? So what is the right way to do this? This is the way. In the list only we just removed values, right? So we are just replacing actual list 1 with the list wherein all odd numbers are there. So element percent 2 is not equals to 0, right? So this way we are replacing complete list in one go and printing here list. So instead of doing this, we need to access list from its actual location, star list 1. So this will give you right result. This is giving all even numbers. Now for all odd numbers we have to give not here, this way. So now this is giving correct values. Now suppose next problem is we need to remove all values from 1 to 4 index, right? So here list 1 is I have taken this list 1. How to remove values from 1 to 4? It's very simple. We have to just write del list 1 1 to 5 because one index we have to take less. So this way we have to print this list. So 1 to 4, this is removed. 45, these values removed. So 90, 34, 23 is there in the list now. Now suppose we need to remove unwanted values. So I have taken one variable unwanted number wherein taking indexes which we don't want. Or maybe we can have this approach like, suppose few numbers I don't want in this list. For example, um, I don't want 9045. This way, element for element in list 1, if element not in unwanted number. Agar, if as suppose element is not in unwanted number, if suppose element is not in this unwanted number, then it will print here. This way 9045. If we take any random indexes from here, then it will not give right results, because it, if suppose this is deleting values from different random index numbers, then it changes index while deleting the values, right? So we can give, in that case we can give index numbers which we want to remove. I think that is the right approach in this case. So unwanted index, I have given 0, 3, 4. These are the indexes. So right way, because indexes are in between random indexes, so in that case better way is to first sort the list. Sorted this list in reverse order. Then del list 1 element. So it will remove elements from that particular index numbers. So this zeroth position number has been removed. Third position 78 is removed. 45, 60 is already there. Fourth position 20, 20 is removed. 34, 23 is there. Right? So this is the way to remove unwanted index through index numbers, through numbers. So friends, we have gone through different approaches to solve problems related to interchanging first and last values in a list, swapping any two elements in the list, to find smallest number in the list. Similar way you can find largest number in the list. And also we have done different ways to remove multiple elements from the list, how to remove unwanted numbers from the list, or unwanted index numbers from the list through indexes. Right, so we have looked into different approaches. Hope this video is helpful for you. Please subscribe this channel so that you can get upcoming videos in Python, and these videos would be helpful to improve your programming skills. Thank you so much for watching this video.